On this week's episode, we talk about 28 years later.
And other pop culture news from the week.
This week, we saw 28 years later. We actually saw the whole trilogy. Right? We watched one. I mean, I rewatched.
Yeah, I'd never seen them before.
1 and 2 by Danny Boyle and Alex Garland. 28 years later, just released a couple weeks ago. We just saw that in the theaters. And we're going to talk about it. You want to talk about the latest one, or you want to talk about your impression of the first ones, or?
I mean, yeah, I thought they were very good. It's a kind of a different take on the whole zombie thing because this is like a rage virus. So they're not really undead, but they basically function as zombies. The first one is just some people trying to survive. It actually starts almost the same way as The Walking Dead, where this guy just wakes up in a hospital and he walks out and like the apocalypse has happened and he has to figure out how to survive and what happened and meets up with people. So it's like happening right around like just like the very beginning of crap hitting the fan. The second one I did not enjoy as much because it all rides on just like the myopic selfishness, albeit trauma informed, of one particular family. Like everything was fine. It looks like things were going to be okay. And then this one family just like completely blows it and everybody dies. So it's like, so the first one was 28 days later. So like 28 days after the whole apocalypse starts. Next one, 28 months.
They do show how it starts.
Yes.
It's a activist terrorist.
Yeah.
Invading a laboratory.
Where they're doing just really dumb experiments on apes.
Yeah, and then it goes out.
So this next one is 28 years later, and I feel like this one had a very different. This one was very different because it's been 28 years, right? People have established. So now we're starting with like people have like rebuilt society, as it were. Like there's families and communities and
they rebuilt back to how in reality we build societies back to the primordial of societies, organization of work, and limited technology, basically no technology. I mean, limited high technology. They have technology from, I don't know, Middle Ages.
Yeah, it's like pre-industrial.
Pre-industrial.
Yeah.
But just one thing about the whole trilogy. So in the first one, it's the culminating action that creates the problem, the story, which is the virus it's spread and these people are living through this situation. Is very new. They're dealing with it, and we see some fails and some successes of they dealing with the plot motivating problem. On the second one, it's sort of even though there's the incompetency of some people making crappy decisions, it's our chance to find a solution to solve this. There's this one of the kid's mother. She survives. She seems to be immune, so she dies. But as the kids survive, they might carry the genetic materials the same as the mother that would be able to create a cure and save mankind. So it's like the time of the story. It's like, we're gonna fix this. This is the solution, and it fails.
Yeah.
On this one, it fails and we cannot fix it. We're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna live with it. In 28 years, they rebuilding society from the base, village families and farms and communities thriving together. I assume without any issues within the community. At least they don't touch that.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, you take it away.
So besides the whole like zombie apocalypse, movies are super fun. I feel like these movies also like really get into what I love. What makes them interesting to me is looking at how humans react in these extremities. And you see some people reacting with like like very familial instincts. We're going to stay together. We're going to protect each other. And other people who are like, we're going to survive no matter what. And other people who just go like full Lord of the Flies. And so it's like interesting stuff besides like let's survive the zombies. Yeah, so this one really, really different because we don't have the constant like, it's not so much like the constant adrenaline. We have to survive. We could die at any second. They've set up this great little community on an island. So they're protected by this like causeway that's like, impossible to walk over during high tide. And they have these bows and arrows, and there's all these like really cool throwbacks. They include these clips from I think Laurence Olivier's Henry V. But anyway, all these sort of like clips of other moments when the English military like saved everybody with their use of archery, and that's a whole thing in the film. But anyway, this one now we have a much smaller story. We have like a kid who's 12 years old, so he's like coming of age in this like crazy, crazy world. His dad takes him to the mainland. He kills his first zombies, but also his mom is sick and dying, and he finds out that maybe his dad hasn't been totally honest with him, and maybe the world is a lot darker than he thought it was, but also maybe there's this doctor who could help them on the mainland, but also maybe this doctor is insane. And so he takes his mom, and they've got to find this doctor, and adventure ensues, and more exploration of like the human condition and all this. I was crying at one point. This one was actually like really beautiful. Also, there are zombies that they kill. So I don't know. There was a lot going on here. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was very different from all the others, but a really interesting continuation of this whole idea. And yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I assume this is the last one because following the formula: 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years.
No, they skipped weeks. It was months. Wasn't it months?
20. No, it was weeks, right?
It was weeks.
Double check. It was.
I'll
weeks.
double check.
I'm pretty sure it was weeks.
Either way, we're running out of units of time.
Yeah. So they did skip the months, but so it was.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was weeks.
20. It's like it's very recent still.
Yeah.
Right? They're still clearing the cities, trying to reestablish normalcy, and they fail because people make stupid decisions. Mm-hmm. They have a chance to fix everything for once and for all with a cure, and similar to The Last of Us. I mean, similar plot-wise concerning that we have a kid, in this case 2 kids, that carry the salvation of mankind. You know, the chosen one, the savior. In the case of 28 weeks later, they fail because I guess because they fail because. The fellowship, the people helping them die, and they have to survive by themselves. And then there's a scene, almost post-credit scene at the end of the second one that alleges that they die. It's not clear, but again, 28 years later, that's moved. It didn't work, and they have to go back to the beginning, back to the basics, and live from the land and work together and protect each other. And it's a very, very different movie from the other ones. This, I mean, I guess all of them have a terrific cast. This one, Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Jodie Comer, Ray Fiennes. Yeah.
Among other talented people. So the kid is really good too.
Oh yeah.
So it's about survival. It's about rebuilding. It's about life and death. But yeah. I what else you want to say?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. I thought it was really good. It was well written. Despite having seen the trailers, I didn't really... They didn't spoil it. The marketing, I don't think, spoiled the movie in any way.
Yeah, and for me, it was actually a very different movie. I thought it would be survivors fighting each other and it's not the case at all.
Yeah.
It's very small. It's about a family in their own issues, and how they deal with that on this post-apocalyptical, tough to survive world.
Yeah, it was beautiful, interesting, well written, I mean, like we said, phenomenal cast. Ray Fiennes and Jodie Comer alone turned in phenomenal performances.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. Just go in knowing it's very different. Although I will say so this whole film I was like, man, this is not what I expected. This is so different. And then the last scene, like, oh okay, there it is. now we're back.
Yeah. It's British stoic sort of humor pops at some point.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Again, 28 days, 28 weeks. This is 28 years. I assume is the last one. Because they're not going to do, 28 decades? Nobody even count
We could
time
go back
like
to
that.
months. We could go 28 months later. With...
Yeah. But I guess this was a good way to end. No,
Yeah.
There's no... I mean, besides the Jimmys, if you know, you know. If you're sorry, you know. But...
Yeah.
And there was like this whole speculation about Cillian Murphy coming back. There's even people that saw a zombie at some point. It's him.
I know there was in the trailer. There's one like, oh wow, that's.
Yeah.
I thought it was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, but wasn't this whole discussion on the second one that they die of starvation at some point?
Yeah.
So it couldn't be him 28 years later. I don't think there's enough food for all these zombies out there. But anyways, and the producers, the director said that yes, he will be back. Jim will be back on, but not the way you think. And at the end of the movie, you realize how does that work?
Yeah.
Anyways, it's if you like the first two, you're gonna like this one or not. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like I said, it's super different, but I thought quite impactful and good.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's worth a watch.
28
years.
Days later, you can find it on digital to rent or buy. 28 weeks later is available on Hulu, and 28 years later is available in theaters everywhere. You should check if you like the genre. If you old mans that like to watch zombie movies. There was a guy on the audience that he commented the trailers. Was like, I'm not gonna watch that crap.
It was so funny, and he's committed because he could barely. They got to the door, and I heard him say like, I don't think I can make it that far. Like he could barely make it to his seat, and then great commentary on the trailers.
But either way, young or old, if you like the genre, if you like the originals, you should check.
Yes. Okay, next up, we watched what I thought was a very entertaining thriller from May 24, Opus.
Available on HBO Max, whatever they call it themselves, this week. Starring Edebiri, right?
John
Malkovich. And several of the familiar faces that I can't remember the name. And honestly, I don't even know their name.
But quite a few like, oh, it's that guy. He's doing all right. He's had a good run.
That guy that always gets himself into a coachy hotel or
That's right. He's got. Don't go on trips. I'm gonna look up his name real quick.
He's typecast as the guy that goes to hotels where people die, or goes to spa where people die, or to cold places where people die.
But like he goes on a trip to a cool destination,
spoiler,
and
he dies.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
I had.
Dude,
where is he? Does he just look really different? Oh, he does look different in his headshot. Murray Bartlett.
Yeah, Murray Bartlett. So
Juliette Lewis is also in this one. They're probably the other two. Oh, and Tony Hale. Oh, Tony Hale.
Tony Hale was there for a second. That's true.
Yeah, but as always, like he's such like a normal, intelligent, reasonable guy.
Mid Thunder. What's her first name?
Oh yeah, Amber, I think.
Amber Mid Thunder.
Yeah, Amber Mid Thunder. She has one line.
She's very weird because she only has one line.
But she's there a lot,
Yeah.
and
her mother or sister, I can't remember, was a casting director. It looks like the family is working their way into Hollywood. Good for them. I hope they keep safe from the perv and dirtiness of the industry. But anyways, so Opus is a very interesting take on relationship between stardom, celebrity in the press, and people in between. The cult of the stars, right? the premise starts like that. So the plot is about this young, average, above average journalist, reporter, for a magazine, Edebiri. She's invited for this, what they call that, compound, of this superstar rock and roll singer, that retired. He hit hugely back in the 90s.
Like in the 90s, yeah.
And he disappeared. He poof. It's not like one hit wonder. He chose to retire.
So he was huge. I feel like he would be comparable to someone like Prince or Michael Jackson. Someone who's just like absolutely the top of pop music, revolutionized the industry. Everybody loves him. So amazing. And then just disappears for 30 years. And then sends out these gift baskets to a few select journalists and says, I'm dropping another album. Come to my compound for a listening party and all that.
Yeah. And when they got there, and I'm gonna stop here.
Yeah.
When they got there, is very coaty. And it's very interesting. The whole there's familiarities of movies of the genre. I mean, if you can put that in the genre, but the familiarities of Midsummer.
Oh yeah, it definitely felt like American Midsummer.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's very much in that same vein.
Yeah, and there's people willing to be participants on the process, and of course our heroine, right?
Yeah.
Female heroine.
Or
Heroine.
Yeah. Not to be confused with heroin.
What's the same word, right?
It's spelled differently.
No,
Heroin.
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Heroin, like the female hero has an E at the end.
Oh, and the drug
But
is
the drug
an
doesn't.
N.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So totally different.
Okay. So our heroine, we follow her. We with her to this journey, and she's like, "This is weird."
And
right
at first
away.
it's like, this is weird, but celebrities are weird. So
Yeah.
whatever. And then
she wants to be part of the group. And that's one thing about Hollywood. People are willing. When you hear about scandals of this, scandals of that, that's because people are willing to do all sorts of crap to themselves and even to their kids to be part of the select the group of high echelons of stardom.
Yeah, and so in this way we kind of have like two cults happening, like two cults. Yeah, two cults in the movie. We have like the obvious cult who's like living at the compound and they all wear blue and all this other stuff, and like the people who already live there. But then we also have like these journalists, writers, paparazzi, whatever, who come there, who are willing to do all kinds of weird and crazy and like obviously weird and crazy things just to be close to this guy and to move in that same circle. And yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and I saw the after I saw the movie, I was like, let me see the ratings for the movie, and I was like, even before I saw it, I was like, I know absolutely. For sure that the critics hated that because it's hitting on them.
I can see that.
And they did. I think there's like 40 or 50. It's quite low.
I thought it was a blast. It was a little predictable, but
no. The movie was good. I'm saying the critics hated it because they hated on them. So they took it personally. They didn't watch the movie as the movie was.
Yeah.
The audiences are liking it. Last time I checked,
good.
The audiences are liking it. Last time I saw they were like up to 60. Which is it's a streaming movie. Not a lot of people watching, so it's a themes and genre that not everybody's gonna watch this anyways. But I thought it was very interesting that I was like, yeah, of course they're not gonna like this. It's like they're talking crap about them. It's like, oh, these so-called journalists are willing to do all sorts of crap to get close to the star, get close to the what they call it in quotes, master? No.
The leader.
The leader.
Yeah.
Right. John Malkovich is spectacular.
Oh, it's a perfect role for him.
He sings, he dances.
Magnetic but disturbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's yeah. It's yeah. What else?
I thought it was a blast. I thought it was a little bit predictable, but then
Yeah.
at the end, I didn't totally see that ending coming. There were definitely a lot of moments where I was like, oh, here it comes. Oh, it's that. Oh, okay. I thought it was a blast. It's a very A24. Like, I didn't see who the producers was, but about like once it got creepy, like, oh, this is A24. So it's very much their brand. I feel like, but I thought it was one of their better ones. I had a blast. I thought it was super fun.
The final twist, I sort of saw it coming.
Yeah.
But they did really well. Really, really well, because it was like a slap on the face of our heroine and a slap on the face of the audiences of sorts. And yeah, it was great. Opus is available on HBO Max, whatever they call themselves, this week. You should check if you like a little bit of thriller, a little bit of horror, a little bit of social criticism.
Yeah, a little satire.
Yeah, on a more clever side. Not like that crap. What was it, Mountain Head? That one was so.
Yeah, that one didn't work.
Bad. Anyways.
But that one I do feel like made me appreciate well done satire. That one shows that like, oh, this is actually hard to do.
It is interesting how they both sort of take place in Utah.
They do.
One is high in the mountains, the other one is low in the deserts.
Like way down. Yeah.
Anyways, Opus available for streaming on HBO Max.
All right,
one more. Let's connect this to what do you want to connect this to? Crappy journalists or to John Malkovich?
Wow, such great choices. Let's go with John Malkovich because I feel like we talk a lot about.
Okay, John Malkovich. It was announced yesterday by the director of Fantastic Four that he was completely cut from. He would be Red Ghost, the character Red Ghost. He's completely cut from the Fantastic Four movie, which is like, oh man,
that's a heck of a choice.
Yeah, I can get it. You cutting Brie Larson. And who else? And Tatiana Maslany from Deadpool, right? After we watched the movie, I don't see how that will work. So yeah, nice. Good. Yeah. Who cares? But John Malkovich is like, seriously, it's like 5 minutes of John Malkovich on screen is like, he steals the spotlight. But maybe that there was why.
Maybe that's it. But this had better be a very well edited, very well put together movie if they're cutting, because John Malkovich, he's not a guy who gets cut. I feel like, I don't know, maybe he gets cut all the time, but and things like this happen, like especially like up and coming actors, smaller parts, smaller scenes. But
on the Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, they had a Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they cut it. It was a girl from Divergent.
Oh yes.
It's a Divergent. Allegiance.
Yeah.
Those movies with like weird one title names based on books for young adults. I can't remember her name. Anyways, just to mention one cut. Well, yeah, John Malkovich cut from Fantastic Four.
Okay. Interesting. Let's take a look at box office and ratings and all that. K-pop Demon Hunters is taking the world by storm. They're number 1 on Netflix again. The soundtrack is just eating up the billboards. My children, like, they're not single-handedly responsible, but they're definitely helping. They've watched the movie several times. Granted, we've been sick this week, so we've had a lot of extra screen time. But they've watched the movie several times this week, and they are loving the soundtrack. In fact, it's become like half of our 8-year-old's dialogue. She's like, we were like playing cards the other day, and like every time she took her turn, she's like, "You came at a bad time." It's a line from a song. Anyway.
Is it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's well animated. It's well produced. Good cast. The music is genuinely fun, and it's got some nice messaging. These like girls are saving the world from demons with the power of like music and love and cool light swords. There's like a nice. There's got a good redemption arc.
Light swords is a recipe for success.
For good, yeah. No, it's good stuff. I.
Is it Netflix exclusive? They made it?
Yes, okay. I think it's a Netflix exclusive. There's a huge Korean cast, but I don't think it's like dubbed or anything. There are a lot of like English names in the production, so I'm not sure like if it's I don't know. Whatever. Either way, we're watching it in English, but I think it might be originally in English.
Oh, what I'm saying? Even if the Korean cast.
Yeah. In fact, the big villain, I can't remember the actor's name, but he's the game master from Squid Games. Like the brother who wears the mask.
In English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I think it's a very fun movie. It deserves its popularity.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, Koreans helping Netflix with Squid Game with this. Mm-hmm. And then apparently there's some other Korean. I mean, I don't watch. I don't know, but there's more Korean stuff that is popular.
Yeah. They've definitely got made some great contributions. In the meantime, Lena Dunham's Too Much didn't make it to the top 10 in its debut.
Yeah.
I have not even heard of this one. So.
Yeah, I mean, she's a darling of uber crazy, like far left liberals. She had Girls that was on HBO for many years, but apparently her comeback is failing. But anyways,
that's okay. Lilo and Stitch crossed the $1 billion mark in their global box office.
Yeah, still making money.
Yep.
Saving Disney's butt.
Mm-hmm. Superman looks like it did clear $122 million in their opening box office.
The updated numbers is 125. Okay. And everywhere there's like media, specialized media celebrating that it beat Man of Steel. It actually didn't.
Adjusted for...
No, even before adjusted, because Man of Steel made 128 million.
Oh.
And adjusted is 170 million.
Okay.
So it didn't beat the Man of Steel, but they still hoping to perform well in the box office. Is bringing good numbers. Mm-hmm. This week there's nothing major coming. I think Smurfs is coming this week. Not the Smurfs movie. I don't think he will give them a hard time. Or it might. It's a kids movie. And Lilo Stitch. And in some ways, Minecraft, the big ones this year.
Yeah.
Our kids movie.
Our kid movies.
And they delivered. So we'll see what happens this weekend. Next weekend for sure, there's competition with Fantastic Four. But it's interesting how it's Warner Brothers is a mess. And when Man of Steel made 178 million, and they were like thought it was like a failure, and they thought it was a failure compared to the MCU movies that have been going on for a while at that point. So, and this was the first movie of the DC, so-called DC EU. And because they didn't hit like almost 800 million of I know Iron Man 2, whatever it was, they thought it was a failure. And they slowed down things. It took forever for another one to come. They never made a sequel for the Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman took forever, and there was a whole mess at Warner's itself. The irony is like that wasn't enough back then. But now they're talking about establishing a whole franchise based on this. That was not a lot of money concerning building a franchise, especially if you think that Marvel is like really worried that the Fantastic Four will perform. The projections are that they will perform as Superman, this new one. It was like... Yeah. DC is thinking it's a huge success. Marvel says like, oh, that's not enough.
Yeah.
So that shows a little bit of the mess. The Warner Brothers studios, but they seem happy. The media seems to be playing cover for them, saying it's the best Superman ever, and no, it's not.
There are definitely people who have enjoyed it. You know, I watch or keep an eye on different, Facebook pages and things like that, and it is as we predicted, not to toot our own horn or anything, but there are like the longtime fans who knew that James Gunn would make a James Gunn movie, which inherently could not be a good Superman movie, and we were right. But there are people also who are huge James Gunn fans who loved this because it is a classic James Gunn movie. There are people who loved it because it was so fun and it was colorful and they loved... And like, I'm not just making that up. That's like literally comments that I've seen multiple times. It was fun. It was colorful. They could take their whole family to see it. And so like, I'm happy for them. There are people who it has its audience and that audience is enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's fine. This is all despite apparently in India, the Indian Film Board cut Lois and Superman's midair kiss because it was too sensual.
Too sensual.
Yeah. And if you watch Bollywood movies, they are very like stuff is implied, but stuff is not shown.
Oh, they don't show kisses in Bollywood.
Yeah, I think like the most.
Really?
Kuch Kuch Hote. So I haven't watched a lot of recent Bollywood.
Wait, what's the name of the movie?
There's a really like iconic Bollywood film called Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Kuch Kuch Hote almost sounds like
Kissing,
pornographic.
it does. And it's got like all the greats. This is like the great couple, Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol. I think is her
Shah
name.
Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman,
my gosh.
Hugh Jackman wanted for a while for Shah Rukh Khan to be the next Wolverine.
Okay, no.
Why
but I just don't see him as Wolverine.
Why? Too tall?
No. I mean, I would say too.
Okay, you think and
he's
think
just-
about it later.
He's super Indian.
Super what?
He's like unabashedly Indian. I don't see how that would work.
Oh, you mean the race thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe an Indian version of
Like
Wolverine.
he's definitely. I'm sure he
Anyways,
could do it.
okay.
He could do it,
He's
but it
not
would hard.
Canadian.
He's not Canadian, and neither is Hugh Jackman. But it's easier for an Australian to pull off Canadian than it is for Shah Rukh Khan. Anyway,
Look at my
where
cloth,
else we go?
mate.
Oh yeah, so this is like intensely romantic movie that has like not one, not two, but 3 separate love stories. No kissing.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't do it.
Jeez. Okay, so that makes sense. So the board is decided that, and they getting backlash. I don't know if they're gonna change their minds. I mean, if it's their culture, is their world, you know, I would give them the right to do that.
Yeah,
It's you know, it's their prerogative.
it is, but it is definitely a moment where we're like, whoa, different cultures.
Yeah, I think the scene in the kitchen is a lot more sensual than floating kissing. You know.
I know, it's just like so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not like sensual. It's just like love.
For Indian audiences,
guess.
it is. Anyways,
I gotta tell you, there's another Indian film where they build up. There's like other ways to build that up though. So there's another one where like the romantic tension is built up to this point that at one point a guy takes off his shoes and you're like, whoa, that is.
what a stinky feet.
No, like it's just like the way the tension is built up and like the music and the way they're talking to each other and like what the scene, you know what it's building to. So when he takes off his shoes, it's like, this is very personal.
Wow.
I should not be watching this.
Okay.
Anyway. So what about there are other ways to be essential. Okay, Emmys. We've got Emmy nominations.
Yes, the Emmys were announced this week, and there's HBO, Netflix, and what was it?
Disney.
And Disney nominated with HBO with 142 nominations, which is like, do they have that many categories? And they do, because there's
There's a lot.
Emmys primetime, Emmys daytime, Emmys, and there's all together. It's a lot. Disney were 137 and Netflix were 120. Some interesting things we notice about the nominations, that Harrison Ford was nominated for the first time.
Yeah. And he's not the only first-time nominee. Noah Weil and Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, no, wow, 26 years in the run and finally got one.
Harrison Ford is in his 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scorsese.
It was his first acting nomination.
Yes,
He's had
yes,
other Emmys.
Yeah. Who has?
But-
Scorsese.
Scorsese. He's had other nominations. This is first as an
he's
actor.
like a buttload. Did I put the number there?
13. This is his 13th
This is the first
nomination.
acting for like, I don't know, 30 seconds in the studio. There is a very popular Seth Rogen and Goldberg Apple TV show, and it seems like he hit it off, even among the critics.
We've got 2 new categories this year: Outstanding Reality Competition and Outstanding Talk Series.
Among the nominated, Kathy Bates as the oldest nominated actress ever. She displaced Angela Lansbury, that was nominated.
Oh, wow.
It was the oldest one.
Okay, good for her. Way to go. Severance, predictably, led the pack with 27 nominations. The Penguin, The Studio, and White Lotus also had more than 20 nominations each.
So the Penguin, right?
Yeah.
You see, talking about the crappy job James Gunn did it. I'm not a big fan of Matt Reeves' Batman. I don't like a lot of the things he did, but some of the things he did are acceptable or good, and it generated the Penguin, a show that is really good.
It was phenomenal.
You know, James Gunn's crappy work with Superman regenerates the Suicide Squad for once, generated Peacemaker, which is more the same type of crass humor. Now on
Mm-hmm.
HBO. That should be a warning, right? Like not because it was successful, you should give him Superman, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's gonna do the same, and that was like a tiny, microscopic or even neutrino size spark of hope that no, this guy's gonna do something worthy. He's gonna do great. No, he did the same thing he does, which is not great for even some of the even for Guardians. He failed like on Guardians 2, and for Superman of course he would fail. But anyways, moving on. More Emmys. There's anything more about Emmys?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of it we kind of saw coming. Well, yeah, we'll report more as
Yeah.
the awards actually happen.
HBO got 142 nominations.
Yeah, so they lead the pack.
Of those, 139 nominations were for Pedro Pascal. Yeah, I'm kidding.
He is showing up a lot of things. In fact, the HBO Harry Potter series, they announced that they do have a Voldemort, but they're not gonna reveal who it is. And he is gonna be in the first season, but they're not announcing it to keep it as a surprise, which I think is a cool move. But there's already people joking it's Pedro Pascal.
To be honest,
because he's in everything.
I think maybe he would be an interesting bad guy. Because as a good guy, I don't know, people think he's pretty, but I don't think he does have it's missing something. As a father,
I'm really okay with you not finding Pedro Pascal
I'm not saying he's not attractive. I'm just saying that the simple fact that he's pretty is not enough. On The Mandalorian, he does play this father, but is a very cold, traumatized guy. We barely see his face ever. On The Last of Us, he plays the same, sort of, right?
Sure.
Traumatized
yes.
father.
Reluctant.
Yeah.
Traumatized, super damaged father figure.
And in the show, they made him even more fragile than he is on the original source material, the game. On Game of Thrones, he was a cocky prince that dies poof. He was great on.
He was great in Narcos.
He was great on Narcos. That's true.
Yeah.
He was.
And in the unbearable weight of talent.
Talentlessly, I can't remember.
That one was Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
he was so stinking funny in that movie.
Oh, fantastic!
He's a good actor. I feel like he's just gotten shoved into this zaddy role.
Yeah.
And I feel like anyway,
it's
getting a little overdone.
On the Fantastic Four, he's gonna play another father, and it might go to trauma. He might be separated from the family, going to a different timeline, and leading the Avengers. He said on an interview that. Bruce Baccarat, I can't remember his name. He plays the cousin on the old cousins.
Oh gosh,
on The Bear.
Yeah, but he's the cousin.
Yeah, Ibn Baccarat.
Oh, I'm looking.
Anyways, he
Ibn Mas
Baccarat. Yeah. So they were doing interviews for the tour for the Fantastic Four. And Ibn said, "Oh man, I can't wait. I would love to meet Robert Downey Jr. or something like that, right?" And then Pedro says, "Too bad you don't have scenes with him."
Oh, Pedro.
And I was like, okay, so Pedro does. But
we're back to the
Ibn
days
does.
of Tom Holland, where his co-stars are
stop.
stop.
Yeah. Anyways, but okay, he cast him. Is my opinion might change.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, my opinion changed a little bit about Chris Evans, but again, as a Captain America, but it kind of it was growing. It was okay. I see. It was growing. I did the Winter Soldiers.
To be fair, that was writing though. Sure. I feel like if they'd given him a better story.
Yeah. I mean, people will say it was a terrific story, but anyways, let's move on from Pedro's and Chris's, and let's see what else we have.
Yeah. George Lucas is coming to Hall H.
Yeah, first time ever to come into San Diego International Comic-Con. I almost said FanX, no.
Yeah. Oh,
San Diego International Comic-Con. He's going to be in a panel with Guillermo del Toro.
That's right. Oh my god.
And I can't remember the other. And some other creator, and definitely gonna be something interesting.
Yeah.
It would be cool, like if it's surprise Lucas and Del Toro new Star Wars.
Stop.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Never gonna happen.
No.
I
But
hope I'm wrong, but never gonna happen.
but even still, like what a phenomenal panel. Because like even though like, they both had their misses, but like those guys, they are like master storytellers.
And if it's not about a movie, like I just threw it out there. If it's just about talking to
If it's just them talking.
just talking to these creators, it's like a great opportunity because Comic-Con, San Diego, absolutely 100% for sure. It's only about promoting things. They only go there to promote new movies, new shows.
Yeah.
Never go to talk about old shows, old movies, like every other
Which is more
Comic-Con.
of what we get at FanX.
Like every other Comic-Con does. There is like a upfront, a spotlight for new things, new trailers. And even some of the cons around the world, the Comic-Con they do in Brazil, they like pumping, the industry is pumping a lot of these things that they show trailers and they're going to promote things. And of course, anyone that goes there, because Comic-Cons are fairly new down there, anyone that goes there, it sort of talks about older things too, but they try to focus on the new things. But anyways, so yeah, George Lucas at Hall H, it's a line, it's one of those line
like that's when you camp out for.
Yes, that's what I mean. I was
Yeah.
trying to come up with a fancy word to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the lines you like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's gonna be phenomenal. Louis C.K. is headlining not one but 2 nights at New York Comedy Festival.
Yeah, nobody stays canceled in Hollywood. So this guy's trying. Kevin Spacey is like slowly trying to get back to relevance. He was talking about the Epstein files. Like, yes, we should bring the Epstein files out. By the way, I'm gay.
Wants to hear that from him. I don't. I'm not seeing anybody. Well, not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody being like, yeah, that Kevin Spacey guy.
Yeah. And now Louis C.K. that was canceled in disgrace is finding a way back because nobody stays canceled. Weinstein soon enough. Weinstein's gonna come back too, like Diddy. Anyways, moving on.
So disappointing. Shane Gillis hosted the Epstein. Let me start that over.
That's an interesting one.
It sure is. Shane Gillis hosted the Espys. And, what happened?
Yeah.
Kind of trolled the whole audience.
Yeah, and there was some interesting jokes. One was that's like I like to take this time to celebrate this WNBA champion, the great
Brittany Hicks.
Brittany Hicks. And people's like, yeah, we love her. And then it's like, yeah, well, you guys know nothing about WNBA. She's just my wife's friend.
Yeah. His friend's wife.
My friend's wife. Yeah. And people got like, oh. And that was a big one. This one, a lot of people laugh because, you know, some people know how to take jokes. But when it gets to the offensive area of things, people got triggered with one. He said, Caitlin Clark, once she retires, she will work for the Waffle House, and she will keep doing what she's doing, beating black woman. And people were like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Half was whoa and half was ah.
That was a little...
No, yeah, he didn't know back, and even the View was like talking crap about him, but the View talked crap about everybody.
That means absolutely nothing.
What? Whoopi Goldberg is not the source of wisdom on day television?
She is she's been in so many roles that I super enjoy.
In the past.
Yes, but they were
Distant
roles.
past.
She's an actress.
Yeah.
She's a very good actress.
Very good is being too generous, but
Okay,
yes.
she's a good actress.
Okay.
But like, I don't need. I thought she's very funny. We've got Ghost. We've got Sister Act. We've got Lion King.
Lion King?
Yeah, Star Trek Connection. She's the voice of. I don't remember the name of the hyena, but she's one of the hyenas.
She's a hyena. Mm-hmm. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She's brought some good stuff.
Yeah.
To us
true.
as an actress.
Yes.
And I will just leave it at that.
Okay. What else?
Okay. AMC Theaters is doing half off tickets on Tuesdays as well as Wednesdays.
Yeah. Expanding to Wednesdays the discount.
Yeah. We already talked a little bit about the HBO Harry Potter series. They've revealed some of their first production images, and the premiere date is set for 2027.
Yeah, they revealed Harry, they revealed Hagrid, and they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, so good. We have casting for The Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
We have our Lincoln Zelda.
Bo Bragansson, right? Mm-hmm. And what's this kid name?
Benjamin Evan Ainsworth.
Yeah, Nintendo announced. Everybody is excited about Zelda. Let's hope they do a good job. Personally, I like Mario, so if they deliver something on the the same quality as Mario or better, people will love it. People will come back, and it will be a huge success.
I feel like Mario did for video game adaptations what Lord of the Rings did for book adaptations. We're like, see, it can be done really, really, really well. And so now if you mess this up,
Yeah.
Like whenever a fantasy adaptation, like I don't know, Wheel of Time, or just like, yeah, but Peter Jackson did it. Why can't you?
Right.
And now with video games, it's like, well, they managed to make Mario an amazing movie. Why can't you do it?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the only video game, though, getting adapted. Netflix is working on an Assassin's Creed series.
Okay. Great source material. They try a movie. It sucked.
Not good.
And they had a good cast.
I
Terrific
know.
cast. But
It sucked despite good source material and Michael Fassbender.
Yeah. And Jeremy Irons.
That's right.
And the girl. Can't remember the name.
Yeah.
But was the French girl?
I honestly don't remember.
Chopitan?
Ah, oui.
Yeah, I think it was Coyon Chopitan.
know.
Anyways, it has comic books. It has books. They don't even have to follow the story of the game. It would be cool if they followed the story of the game in a nice, good way. But they could do a parallel story.
Sure.
But it has to be done well because.
It's a high bar. It's a big world they're stepping into.
Yeah.
Berlanti Productions, Appian Way, Warner Brothers, and Netflix are teaming up for a Captain Planet live-action TV series.
Go Planet! Is a planet Captain Planet is that show where the kids have rings.
Oh yeah.
And each ring is
So I guess there are all these production
fire,
companies.
Water, earth, heart.
Heart.
Yes, what is heart? It's funny because it's like it's a tall blonde girl from Finland. It's an American ginger. There's a black African. There's an Asian girl. I can't remember what her. Did I miss an element? Air. Yeah, I think she's Air. And a Brazilian young boy, Indian, and he's heart.
Oh, okay.
But it's like they connect. They have like each ring has a secret superpower, which are according to the elements. I can't remember what heart does. I guess it like convinces people not to be bad.
He dances.
It's like, tells the animals to stop. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I never watched
and
it.
then and then they at some point they gather together and they say their powers, and Captain Planet shows up. By the unions of your powers, I am Captain Planet, and it shows up and saves nature. It's
all right.
Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's super weird. It's like, whoa, why?
There are several things like on paper sound terrible. I can't. I was explaining something to somebody the other day, and I was like,
It's
I
so
get
preachy.
this sounds really dumb, but just take my word for it.
It's so preachy, and it's not as preachy as He-Man. He-Man at the end of the episode, he would show up and say, "Hey kids, let's talk about what we learned today."
Yeah.
Friendship can solve really big problems or something like that.
Sure.
Right? This one was preachy the entire episode. It was like, oh, I need to take short showers. It was, anyways, we'll see. Imagine now this woke verse that we have, how preachy this is gonna be.
It could be rough.
Beware, yeah. That was in the 80s. So, anyways.
Samuel L. Jackson is gonna lead a Tulsa King spinoff.
Yeah, NOLA Kings.
Yeah.
Which I assume is North LA.
No, it's New Orleans. NOLA is short for New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which better than Los Angeles. I'll take it.
Okay, that's not in Los Angeles. So
they're gonna introduce his character in season 3 of Tulsa King.
Yes, yeah. There's already footage of him and Sly, so we'll see.
I look forward to that.
Oh, talking about Emmys. Emmy snubs. There's several. I should make notes of it, but one is Tyler Sheridan. It's like super popular shows, super really good shows, and completely ignored by the
I didn't
Academy.
even think of that. But yeah, like Landman.
I guess it's because it's on the more right conservative side. Like Hollywood's like that's crap. So but that's not all the snubs
Interesting.
too. But yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
We'll talk more about the Emmys when it gets closer or when it happens. One or the other.
Illumination and Mattel Studios are working on a Barbie animated film.
Okay.
Barbie has a long history of beloved, albeit maybe low production value animation.
Yeah, that's like one of the.
So doing like a good one, this could be very fun.
Yeah, and it could be like a big fail because when she has so many movies and they ask, oh, Barbie animation movies, like, duh, it's like there's one almost every week.
Yeah, but like a theater release one or like a big one that's like feature length and has like big, good animators behind it. Or I don't want to diss the other ones because they are really fun, but I don't know.
Oh well.
12 Dancing Princesses. I'm just gonna if you know,
Okay.
you know.
That
Take
doesn't
away
ring a bell.
it doesn't. You're not really the target audience.
Sure, yeah.
But anyway. Taika Waititi and Drew Pearce are working on a new Judge Dredd adaptation.
Yeah, well, a disgrace piece of news, right? They giving. I mean, I guess they gave Superman to James Gunn. Like giving Judge Dredd to Taika Waititi is like, okay, I see.
It doesn't seem like a natural fit.
I see where this board is going, and I'm talking about that after watching a Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, right? But I still think Taika Waititi could make it worse. All things concerned.
Yeah.
The one with Carl Urban, it's a good it's like, hey, this is going in a good direction, dark, grim, and judgy and draggy. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid reading. Judge Dredd wasn't very accessible, I would say even in the U.S., but maybe it was here. I don't know. I wasn't here. But growing up in Brazil, I first contact with Judge Dredd reading Batman versus Judge Dredd.
Oh.
Judge Dredd is like judge as executioner, and Batman is like, no, he's like, you have to follow the law, and the clash. It was like really good.
We could put him in the hospital first, but then they go to jail and have a fair trial.
But Taika Waititi, okay, sure, let him run Judge Dredd like he ran Thor, but
yeah, we'll see. Denis Villeneuve has decided that his third Dune movie will not be called Dune Messiah. It will be Dune Part 3.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it suggests maybe continued departures from the book storyline, but I don't know.
Or maybe it's a way back before he goes to the Messiah. Sure. I don't know. It would be impossible.
I don't know.
But anyways,
yeah, I've got to.
Also about Villeneuve, there's rumors that as he directs the new James Bond, there's rumors that Sydney Sweeney would be a Bond girl. It's only on the realm of rumors, nothing concrete, but it wouldn't be bad.
He said something like she has huge talent, and people are like, right, huge talent. And to be fair, she does. Cool She's stuff. Very talented.
Yeah.
I think I've enjoyed her very much. Even in Madame Web, it was like she was. It was clear, like, okay, if she had a better part, she would be phenomenal. Like, this isn't her fault. She's good. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think she's a natural Bond girl.
But was she researching spiders with my mother when she died?
When she died in the Amazon? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, she was a good part of the movie.
Anyway.
So.
She's doing like a boxer. She changed. She's one of those. Hollywood loves when beautiful people change drastically. Charlize Theron won an Oscar for Monster and several other examples. She's gonna play a female boxer.
Okay.
So she's getting toughened up.
Cool.
She has that movie on HBO. And there's a series on HBO that we want to see too that looks interesting. That goes beyond, all the type of talent she has.
Yes.
But yeah, moving on.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley's husband, Tom Bateman, is going to be in The Love Hypothesis.
And this one is interesting.
Is it?
Because it's based on a movie, right? On a movie. It's based on a book.
Oh, okay. That we haven't read.
Yes, and probably never going to read. Based on a book that... was based on a fan fiction.
Oh no!
About Star Wars.
What?
Where Rey and Kylo Ren have a romance. It started like that. It became a fan fiction, became a book, and the book departs from that. But it's interesting. Yeah. So fan fiction writers out there, you never know.
But okay. All right, I'm really curious now.
Okay.
There's a famous marathon runner, like phenomenal, Fauja Singh. He died at the age of 114 from a hit and run.
Ah, that sucks.
Like, how sad is that?
It is sad.
And 114?
In his honor, he was running. He was fast. We're gonna move faster because we're running out of time.
Oh, right. All right. Dolly Parton says she's taking a break from writing and any new projects after the death of her husband, Carl Dean.
You'll leave the sad ones for the end.
Can't do it. Well, we're ending on a good note. The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, is still a year out, but you can already buy tickets.
Yeah, IMAX 70 millimeters is out. Select cities. I think the closest to us is Denver, but yeah, every city that has a IMAX 70 millimeter might have. So if you're a lucky one, go get it. Go. Yeah, 1 year before. How cool is that? Anyways,
that's it.
Okay, so we depart now, but don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and with people that you don't know, random people. And we come back next week with more pop culture and entertainment. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.